In today's class, we are going to discuss the concept of doctrine of res sub judice and doctrine of res judicata. Friends, as per section 10 of Civil Procedure Code 1908, res sub judice means stay of suits. The word res means thing or a matter, whereas sub judice means pending inquiry or under consideration. So friends, when a matter is still pending in the court of law, no subsequent suit should be filed for the same matter in the subsequent court or in the competent court. Say with an example, A has filed a case against B for property title and the suit is still pending in the court of law. Here A cannot file the same suit in the another subsequent court or under competent court for the same subject matter. If it is filed, it has to be stayed by the court of law. What are the conditions for res sub judice? The conditions for res sub judice are: there must be two suits, one is previously instituted and one is newly instituted. There must be two parties. There must be subject matter. The subject matter must be same in both the suits, and there must be competent court or subsequent court. It can be filed in the same court or it can be filed in any other court in anywhere or any part of the country. Now this is res sub judice. So whenever a case is instituted in the subsequent court between the same subject matter, between the same parties, it has to be stayed because the competent court, the suit is pending there. The next concept is doctrine of res judicata. Friends, as per section 11 of Civil Procedure Code, res means thing or matter, and whereas judicata means already decided. So where a suit is instituted between the party and it is decided by the court of law on the same subject matter, the same suit should not be filed in the subsequent court. It means that there must be end to the litigation. It is the public policy that there must be end to the litigation and no man shall be vexed twice for the same offence. Say with an example, A has filed a case against B for damages and the court has rejected the case of A. Now A cannot file the same case on the same party in the subsequent jurisdiction. If it is filed, it has to be rejected by the subsequent court on the basis of res judicata. Friends, what are the conditions of res judicata? The condition of res judicata: there must be two parties, there must be same subject matter, there must be two suits, one is already decided suit and one is in a court of law newly instituted suit, and the case is already decided by the court of law. So if all these conditions are satisfied, you can apply doctrine of res judicata. Now, what is the difference between res sub judice and res judicata? In res sub judice, the matter was still pending in the court of law, whereas in the case of res judicata, the matter is already decided by the court of law. So, res sub judice decides about the stay of the suits, and whereas res judicata decides about the cancellation of the newly instituted suit. So, I hope the concept of doctrine of res sub judice and res judicata is clear.